Hello and welcome to Chocolate for Breakfast. This is the second video I'm putting up online, and I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit more in depth about why the title is Chocolate for Breakfast. And again, as I said in the introductory video, for anybody who's seen it, the name Chocolate for Breakfast is the title of the book that I'm writing, and not the name of a diet. Okay, I'm not prescribing a diet to anybody. I do eat chocolate for breakfast, but it's not what I'm telling you to do, or I'm not telling you to do that. That works for me. Maybe that would work for you, or maybe it wouldn't work for you. Okay, my main goal is to find out what does actually work, and to give out the information so that you can find out what works for yourself. To come to actually back to why I got to this thing of eating chocolate for breakfast. I had been doing all of these different diets. As I said in the introductory video, I tried, this huge obesity problem, and I tried all sorts of different things, and read so much literature and so many books. And I had been reading three books come to mind. I'm not going to give the titles out of these books, but three books come to mind. One of the books was telling me that I should be eating bread and cheese in the morning, or bread and ham, or bread and eggs. Another book was saying to me that I should not be mixing glucids, so the bread, with any animal proteins. So the first one was out, the second one, okay, what do I do? And then I read a third book, and in the third book was saying to me, oh, no wheat, no milk. And I thought, well, what on earth am I actually supposed to eat? Everything seemed to be forbidden, and I was completely lost. I had no idea. And I would get up in the morning and I would be like, what can I eat? There's nothing that I'm allowed to eat, otherwise I'm going to put on weight, or I'm not going to lose the weight that I want to lose. And it got to the stage where I was so lost about what I was going to eat that I ended up not eating anything at all. And mid-morning would come and I would be so hungry, and the only thing I felt at that time that I could eat that wouldn't make me put on weight was dark chocolate. And I'm talking dark chocolate as in a minimum of 70% cocoa, and I'm such a chocolate lover, I'm going for the 85%, sometimes even the 99%. Sometimes I like to mix them up, to kind of vary the flavors. And so I started eating dark chocolate mid-morning. I was eating 2 or 3 squares because I was so hungry. I just needed to put something inside me. And I suddenly realized, it struck me that I felt really good eating chocolate in the morning. And I thought, with all this stuff I know, with all the things I've read, chocolate is actually a really good option for me. And so I got up in the morning, I get up in the morning now, and I have a cup of tea, and I have 2, 3, 4 squares of chocolate. If I get hungry later on in the morning, I will have a little bit more chocolate. And again, in future videos, I'm going to explain to you why that works for me, okay, and the advantages of eating certain foods and avoiding certain others. But yeah, that was the main thing, was I ended up eating chocolate for breakfast. And incidentally, I also eat chocolate at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I work as a teacher, so I work fairly late in the evening. Sometimes I'm getting home at 9:30, 10 in the evening. So at 5 o'clock, I have some more chocolate just to keep me going, and that could be 2 or 3 squares, sometimes 4. I can eat a whole bar of chocolate a day, but I really do insist upon the fact that the chocolate I'm eating is dark chocolate with a minimum percentage of 70% cocoa. I'm not talking about milk chocolate, which would be a disaster. For me, that would be a disaster. So there you have it. And basically the title has come from the fact that I was so completely lost. Sorry, my cat just knocked my bottle of water over. I was so completely lost with what I should or should not be eating. And there you go, I found this solution of chocolate for breakfast, and thus the title of the book. So I hope you've enjoyed listening, and keep watching. You know, I'm going to be uploading more videos and sharing as much information as I possibly can. If you want to join me on the Facebook group, please do, please, please, please do. We've got quite a lot of interaction going on there, and people posting articles and links to films, and you know, it's quite an interesting place, and people having their points of view and sharing their points of view. And you know, I think it's a good place to learn a lot about food and nutrition. And there's also a Facebook page now called Chocolate for Breakfast. If you're kind of uncomfortable about interacting with the group, you can join me on the page. So, you know, let's get in touch, and thank you very much for watching, and here's to your very good health. Okay, thank you, bye-bye. My cat has sat on the mouse. Okay, thank you, bye-bye.